off I-270 and 495 behind Montgomery Mall.
Just as we come on tonight, as millions now travel, the tropical storm warning just issued. Will it hit the coast this holiday? Also tonight, the other system, severe storms across several states at this hour. 2 dead, several others missing, swept away into flash floods. Also at this hour, the heavy security tonight. Hundreds of protesters gathering with Donald Trump near the U.S.-Mexico border. The motorcade barreling through a police barricade. And tonight, Trump suddenly pulling his offer to debate Bernie Sanders. Sanders firing back moments ago. The deadly police confrontation under investigation tonight. The officer jumping on the hood, firing through the windshield. The air scare, the passenger jet, the engine going up in flames. Hundreds of passengers rushing from the plane. The new headline tonight about cancer and your cell phone. And America Strong, the new images tonight from the top of the world. Can you guess our person of the week?
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and as we come on tonight, and just as millions begin their Memorial Day weekend, we're tracking several dangerous storm systems. Record-breaking rain and deadly flooding sweeping family members away across the South. And just a short time ago, a tropical storm warning now in effect. A new system brewing in the Atlantic, heading toward the East Coast. The map shows the possible track of this over the holiday weekend. And across the South, the relentless rain near Waco. This car catching fire in the middle of the flash floods. Dozens of rescues. And a police car dash cam in Paducah, Kentucky, capturing this. Just an incredible moment. The lightning across several states. Millions at risk at this hour. More on that possible tropical storm brewing now in a moment. But first, ABC's Philip Mena begins with the frantic rescues captured on video.
Tonight, severe weather turning deadly in Texas. This chopper in Travis County searching for 2 people trapped in their vehicle, feared swept away by fast-moving floodwaters. At least 3 missing and 2 dead across the state, and dozens of rescues. In Conroe, Good Samaritans using a ladder to rescue a woman stuck in her van, holding on to each other to keep from getting washed away themselves. Carrying her to safety.
All I just want to say is thank you so much, because they really did save my life. I could have drowned.
Cattle struggling in neck-deep water in Waller County.
Flash flooding is expected to begin shortly.
This piano landing on a car, showing the power of those waters. In Kentucky, Sheriff's Office dash cams capturing a lightning bolt striking a home in Paducah. At least 16 tornadoes reported overnight.
It's fixing to barrel that house.
More than 100 reported tornadoes across 10 states just this week. David, we're in Brenham, Texas, a record-breaking 16 inches of rain falling here in under 12 hours. And just look at what it did to this road. And more rain is expected through the holiday weekend. David?
Not letting up. All right, Philip, thanks so much. Let's get right to meteorologist Rob Marciano live on the West Side Highway tonight here in Manhattan. Rob?
Good afternoon, David. We are looking at more flooding tonight and severe weather. Take a look at this map as huge severe thunderstorm watch out for Oklahoma and Kansas along the I-35 corridor, and the radar lit up across southeast Texas. Flash flood warnings east of Houston in through Beaumont and Lake Charles. More rain coming tonight. The other big weather story is newly formed tropical depression number 2, about 400 miles off the Carolina coastline. National Hurricane Center thinks it'll become Tropical Storm Bonnie and make landfall somewhere along the South Carolina coast late tomorrow night, and bring some rain and breezy conditions. Let's time it out. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. This time, rainy and breezy across Charleston and through Myrtle Beach, and then drifting inland on Sunday. Not the best beach weather for the Carolinas. Some of this moisture will sneak up into the Northeast on Monday. Certainly getting an early start for this hurricane season on this holiday weekend, David.
All right, we'll track it straight through the weekend. Rob, thank you. In the meantime, this Friday night, we turn next to the race for the White House. Donald Trump and the giant crowd of protesters late today. This scene outside Trump's rally in San Diego just moments ago. Several protesters clashing with police, the police pushing them back with clubs. They are trying to avoid a repeat of the clashes outside the Trump rally in Albuquerque earlier this week. Also tonight, why is Trump suddenly pulling his offer to debate Bernie Sanders off the table? How he explains his change of heart, and Sanders tonight firing back. ABC's Tom Yamas is in San Diego.
Tonight, a political tremor hitting Southern California. Donald Trump and the protesters who hate him shaking San Diego.
This is one of the larger protests today. You can see hundreds of demonstrators over here. They have the Trump piñata up there. The tag says racist. We're about 20 miles from the border with Mexico, and the people you see here are upset over Trump's immigration policies.
California, ground zero for anti-Trump demonstrations. In Burlingame, Trump forced to get out of his motorcade and jump down a walkway. In Fresno today, his police motorcade busting through a barricade, racing past protesters. But tonight, Trump not backing away from a key position his supporters love, but many here find toxic.
We will build a wall, and who is going to pay for that wall? Mexico, 100%.
But Trump is backing away from something else and now refusing to debate Senator Bernie Sanders. The showdown first proposed on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
If I debated him, we would have such high ratings.
Trump then setting conditions.
But I want a lot of money to be put up for charity.
Sanders telling KABC he's ready.
I think the American people want to really hear a debate from two people whose views could not be further apart.
And Trump, just hours ago, sounding primed for battle.
And I want to debate him so badly. I'd love to debate Bernie.
But then tonight, Trump pulling out with this statement. It seems inappropriate that I would debate the second-place finisher. I will wait to debate the first-place finisher, probably crooked Hillary Clinton or whoever it may be. Tonight, from Sanders, frustration.
Trump goes around, he's a bully, he's a big, tough guy. Well, Mr. Trump, what are you afraid of?
Tom Llamas joins us live tonight from San Diego. And Tom, any word from the Trump campaign about why, the other reasons they changed their mind? So much talk about that $10 million that would go to charity to debate Sanders. Now it seems it's entirely off the table.
That's right, David. Trump right now is shaking hands. He just wrapped up a very lengthy speech, and he did not mention that debate with Bernie Sanders once. From his statement, he did say he wanted to debate Bernie Sanders because it would have been a, quote, easy payday. But tonight, Trump is pulling out. David?
Tom Llamas with us again tonight. Tom, thank you. Next this evening, to the travel nightmare in parts of this country at this hour, the Memorial Day travel crush is on. 34 million Americans are expected to take to the roads this weekend alone. Drivers on New Jersey's Garden State Parkway today, look at this, sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic as they try to get away. ABC's Wjla Benitez is out in the traffic tonight with the new apps helping so many of us, including Waze, as we ask how many drivers are actually offering those tips, warning of accidents and police up ahead.
Tonight, with gas prices at their lowest in over a decade, we could be seeing a record number of drivers on the road.
So we've been trying to get to our shoot location, and I just want to show you, look at all this traffic getting out of New York.
But the savings can be big. Let's say you're a family of 4 driving from Atlanta to Orlando this weekend. That's 440 miles, about $44 for gas each way. 5 years ago, a round trip would cost you $60 more. Here's one way to save time and money with the free traffic app Waze, which warns about everything from construction to cars stopped on the shoulder.
So how often are you using Waze?
All the time.
It just makes things faster for you.
A lot faster.
The app can track your traffic data simply by having it open, comparing your speed to the speed limit. Just this April, users here in New York City alone also submitted nearly 3 million traffic alerts.
And David, Waze tells us the best day to leave is tomorrow, but Monday afternoon is the worst time to come home.
We could have guessed that one. All right, Wjla Benitez, our thanks to you for braving the traffic. Travelers, of course, taking to the air as well. Millions expected at the nation's airports this weekend. And of course, it all comes amid outrage at the TSA over those long security lines. Tonight, authorities had promised to take action late this week. So the question, did it work? Here's ABC's David Curley.
After 2 weeks of some suffering through 3-hour lines, thousands of missed flights, even travelers on cots, tonight, the start of summer in the skies wasn't a nightmare. In Atlanta, lines thin. In Chicago, wait stretching to just half an hour. But additional officers, K-9 units, the airlines pitching in with workers, and a focus on the top 20 airports by a new TSA command center seem to be working. Will that be the same story as we hit record vacation travel levels?
Is this just a summer of misery? I don't think it'll be a summer of misery. I think it's going to be a summer of a lot of travel.
The top man of the TSA's best advice? Sign up for a trusted traveler program, PreCheck. Know what you can and cannot carry on. And the MyTSA app will soon have official postings of how long the wait is at the airport you're headed to. So all those travelers heading out, it seems like the system worked, but they all have to come home Sunday or Monday. And the recommendation remains, David, get to the airport early.
All right. But enjoy the weekend in the meantime. David Curley live tonight. Thanks so much. We move on to other news this evening, and a fire on board a Korean air passenger jet triggering an emergency evacuation. Flames shot out from one of the engines on the Boeing 777 as the plane was taxiing for takeoff at the Tokyo airport. More than 300 passengers escaped down those slides. Fortunately, no major injuries, but you can see them gathered there along the tarmac. The cause of the fire is not yet known. Next tonight, to a chaotic and deadly encounter between a police officer and a Florida driver now under investigation. It started with a traffic stop. A surveillance camera catching the moment the driver pulled away from the officer, and the officer fired his weapon, jumping out of the hood of the car at some point. ABC's Steve Osinsami with what happens next, and investigators now asking, was it justified?
Here's the surveillance video from a nearby gas station that Florida police are studying tonight. Look again. The driver who ends up getting shot by the trooper is behind the wheel of this dark Nissan that rams into the car in front of him. You then see Florida Highway Patrol Officer Misael Diaz pull up in his motorcycle and stand in front of the dark car, ordering the driver to stop. That doesn't happen, and the trooper ends up on the hood, firing through the windshield as the car throws him off.
If he felt that his life was threatened and the vehicle's going to run you over, you know, that's an assault with a deadly weapon. As you can see, he's doing his job. And it goes to show you that, you know, our job is a dangerous job.
24-year-old Dalpierre Lewis is dying and continues driving with his girlfriend in the passenger seat until they crash into this dark SUV. The girlfriend is hospitalized with a broken ankle. Tonight, her family is blaming the officer.
All I'm asking, why you jumped on the hood?
The family of the young man killed explains tonight that he was driving without a valid license. There are no charges filed against the patrolman. David?
Steve Osinsami tonight. Steve, thanks. Next to President Obama's historic and solemn visit to Hiroshima, Japan. Laying a wreath at the memorial there, he did not apologize for the atomic bomb that the U.S. dropped to end World War II, but he did honor the dead. And he called for an end to nuclear war. ABC's Wjla is traveling with the president.
Today in Hiroshima, history made with every step. President Obama walking where 7 decades of American presidents would not.
71 years ago, on a bright, cloudless morning, death fell from the sky and the world was changed.
August 25th, 1945. A flash, a burst of fire, and a mushroom cloud. 80,000 people killed instantly. Today, near the only building still standing, the American president refusing to apologize, but listening intently as survivors told their stories. This man dissolving into tears. Obama calls what happened here a lesson for the modern world.
The scientific revolution that led to the splitting of an atom requires a moral revolution as well.
His message, written in the memorial book, let us now find the courage, together, to spread peace and pursue a world without nuclear weapons. David, President Obama now heading home after his history-making visits to Japan and Vietnam. Both former enemies, now strategic friends. David?
Jim Avila in Japan for us tonight. Thanks, Jim. We turn next here on a Friday evening to your health and to the debate over cell phones and cancer, now reignited. A major government study of brain and heart tumors in male rats that had been exposed to radio frequency, the waves like what we get from cell phones. Is there a health risk? Here's ABC's Eva Pilgrim.
Tonight, a new government study reigniting the old debate over whether cell phones could cause cancer. Researchers exposed rats to high doses of cell phone radiation, 9 hours a day through their entire lives, about 6 times the amount of radiation an average person gets during a cell phone call. The early findings show a slight increase in cancerous tumors in the brains and hearts of male rats, but curiously, not the females.
And so I think that it's important for, as a public health issue, to at least try to answer that question, to give people guidance as to how they can change or not change their behavior.
No human studies have ever proven a conclusive link between cell phones and cancer.
I'm always aware. It's always next to me.
I mean, there's probably something, but I don't care. In all honesty,
I need my cell phone.
Many of us keep our phones close by all day long, even when we sleep.
It's not so difficult to put your phone, a few feet away from you when you sleep.
The FDA says if you are worried, cut down on cell phone use and go with hands-free options.
David, the cell phone industry tells us they are reviewing